Now here's the question I've been thinking. How does a train avoid detection? It covers its tracks.
Welcome, everybody. We're back with Occult Origins. Our lovely cast and crew is all here and ready to go. Rory's already injured, and you know that always leads to some interesting, probably will lead to some interesting outcomes. Welcome, Boom and Cobra. It's nice to see you. But yes, as we kind of start, I'd like to introduce myself. I'm Grinning Moon. I'm the keeper of this lovely game we got going on. And we'll just kind of get into introductions right now. I'll pass it over to Squingleberg. Let him do the thing.
Hello, I'm doing the thing. My name is Squingleberg. I stream on Twitch sometimes at twitchtv.squingle/Squingleberg. Yes. I also am a dungeon master and just all around interesting person. So write it down. It's going to be a big session. I'm playing Billy Graves, who is a hunter and conspiracy theorist, but still cares about his friends. He did shoot a cop last session, so things are getting weird for old Billy. Whoops. Next.
Over to
that's
Melly.
Billy's new catchphrase. Oops.
And we'll pass it over to Melly.
Hi everyone, my name is Melly de Marsen, also known as Livy, also known as Melia de Marchand, and we're just super excited. We've just found my sister, although it seems like we can't trust her. We'll see. Livy feels like it's a very trustworthy situation, possibly. Maybe Georgia can convince her otherwise.
Cultist? Question mark?
And with that, we'll go over to Fickle.
Yeah, hey everybody, I'm Brian, or the Fickle Ficus here on the internets. I don't know. I do stuff sometimes, and then sometimes I don't. But I'm a dad, so I maybe get a pass for not doing the things that I don't do. Yeah, I play games and hang out here, and I love role-playing games, and that's what I do. I play Rory Shack. Rory Shack. I'm a New York gangster here in this game. That's it.
All right, and over to Garbo.
Hi, I'm Garba. I also do the things and the stuffs and the other things on the Twitches sometimes. Occasionally. But here, more importantly, I am Georgia Schultz, an educated woman who's gotten wrapped up in esoteric-y culty shit with these guys. So I don't know what's going to happen. This guy shot somebody, this guy kidnapped a kid.
Rescue napped. We're using the term rescue napped.
I'm rescued, right?
She has some colored pencils, some paper, she's good. Gonna get her a sandwich soon.
You asked me to.
Yeah, that is true. There was consent. But as we get into everything, just want to remind you guys, you can always support the channel just by watching live, sharing the YouTubes, sharing the retweets, all that fun stuff, and then the Hand of Fate is always there if you want to splurge a little bit of the channel points and help out one of the players or hurt them. Help me out, maybe, as the GM. Hurt them, who knows? Anyway, emotionally. Yeah. As we get into chapter 11, I'm going to go ahead and let the trailer roll to kind of get us into the mood, and we'll be right back.
That'll be a good time.
As we slowly pop back in here due to Video Ninja, we'll get the stage set here as it is the night of the 2nd of September, 1920. Crickets chirp outside a rural train station in northern Massachusetts. From the dirt road, a set of headlights appears and rolls towards the station, and as it approaches, a black sedan comes into view. As it turns into the station, the wheels crunch on the gravel as it rolls into the parking lot. And as it pulls behind the station, comes to a stop, the engine cuts off and the headlights flick off. The figures inside check their weapons, chambering rounds, securing holsters before the doors of the sedan begin to clunk open. There's a little bit of banter among the crowd as they open the door.
So, everyone knows what they're supposed to do?
Of course everyone knows what they're supposed to do. Why wouldn't we?
I'm having a hard time believing this dossier, though.
I'm gonna like glance back to the train, and I'm like kind of not as serious as the others, and just be like, you know, I tried to get a job as a railway conductor once, but they said I didn't have enough training.
I'll snap my fingers. Like, hey, you know what we're here for.
Yeah, come on, it was funny. Ease up.
Yeah, Jones, the only problem is, man, the dossier says Merriweather. There's no way that can be.
They don't pay me to ask questions. They pay me to get the job done.
I'm all about the job just as much as the next guy, but I'm telling you, this guy doesn't exist.
Well, what do you mean he doesn't exist? His name is on the paper. He's got to be. He's here.
His name is on the paper. Look, I'm telling you, I did a job, it was about maybe a year ago, was a hit on this guy. It's a basic car bombing. I was doing surveillance on the whole thing, watching him and his assistant. There's no way this guy can be alive.
I don't know.
As they
I think that we should probably come up with, you know, who's going to lead. Seems like Jones is going to do that, and where's everyone else going to be? I'll just follow Jones, and where will you be?
Yeah, priority of, in the best case scenario, we do this stealthily, we do it quietly. I'll take the lead, and we go in without too much noise. But at the end of the day, priority is taking out the target and getting this triangular dagger returned to the Weatherwoods.
And that is exactly what I was going to say, so thank you. Exactly.
Well,
all I know is, if we're going into this and this man is dead, this is a promotion looking to happen.
I don't understand what you're saying.
What?
Look, I just told you, this guy shouldn't even be here. This dossier isn't gotta be a mistake. If it's not, then this guy ain't normal. Is Merriweather? Told you there was a hit on the guy. Car bomb.
Maybe he's got a twin.
Not normal.
Definitely can't be normal.
Well,
and any means necessary.
He has some sort of power, so I would say that we are in a tricky situation here, and not to underestimate this target by any means.
Yes, my paper says it's telepathy. Telepathy. So, great caution should be taken.
I think we're all reading the same dossier, so.
I knew that. I was just verifying. Thank you, Jones. Thank you.
Any questions before we move forward? No questions? Then,
Nope.
like always, we go in and we get the job done.
All right.
As you know that the train will be coming through the station at speed, you know you'll probably have to make a leap from the roof. So as you head away from the car, you head towards the service ladder at the back of the station. Begin filing up it one by one. As you clamber onto the roof and settle in, begin lighting and passing around cigarettes, and lighting them to kind of pass the time until the train comes. Should only be a few moments.
Or the train, but you said before the train comes?
Yes.
Okay.
I don't like this whole thing. I'm just saying. I will say this. If this is who I think it is, Jones, I'll be having your job by the end of the week.
Are you implying that I'll be dead?
Who knows, man? With this shit? If this guy is fucking immortal or something, like, why are they sent? There's no way for us to be after this guy. And if he's this dangerous, and we already put a hit on him before,
I feel like I was
priority
clear before
target.
when I said that that's not our business. Our business is getting the job done. It's not asking questions.
It is. You're right. However, knowing what we're walking into helps.
It's here in the dossier. High priority target, telepath. Couldn't be clearer.
Now here's the question I've been thinking. How does a train avoid detection? It covers its tracks.
And sometimes you're fucking stupid, you know that?
Hey, this guy's a telepath. If I just keep loading him with these jokes, you're not going to be thinking about the dossier. You're going to be thinking how funny your old boy Ricky is, huh?
Gotta get Ricky reassigned is what I gotta do.
Hey, I saw you crack a smile, Jonesy.
Well, Jones, you might get your wish if you get back alive.
Now, listen.
Get that nice promotion, little vacation for you?
I think y'all are looking at the wrong part of this dossier. I'm looking at the part of the dossier about this. And he kind of gestures to his pocket, because I know each of you's got pills, just like I do. And if this mission goes screwy, this is it.
That's a worst case scenario. Don't think we have to really worry about that, do you?
Oh, you'd be lucky if you died.
Excuse me?
Oh yeah, that's best case scenario. Getting home? That's a pipe dream. If we die in this, we're lucky. You don't want to get taken.
So it sounds to me that Smith is going to go first. Jones will be in the back, and then Tomlin, you'll be in front of me. Is that what I'm hearing?
You're sounding scared here. You sure you're ready for this mission?
I am far from scared. Do you have another cigarette? I smoked all of mine.
You just transferred in from normalcy, yeah?
Pardon?
The popping of normalcy. You just transferred in from them, yeah?
I don't think we're...
As you kind of hear this, you hear the train coming from around the bend as the light comes around the train tracks. You put out your cigarettes and prepare yourselves.
Hey, you know, I've always been a big fan of monorails. Guess I'm just really into one-liners.
I get motion sickness.
And
As they get ready to take the jump, Smith will just kind of, you know, turn to the rest of them, just be like, well, let the best man live, eh?
Sure, of course.
And as the train rolls into the station, you notice that it's a very small train. There's only actually 3 carts behind the engine. So you don't have much room for error here. As you make a sprinting head start, you leap onto the train, and with the dull thumps, land onto the train, hunker down as it barrels off away from the station and into the woods. Meanwhile, Gabby stands quietly in the doorway. The group hesitates for a moment after hearing they're coming. Before diving into action, George quickly pulls the pictures and documents and evidence from the evidence while Rory and Livy frantically shove the essentials into bags, and Billy peeks out of the curtains outside into the silent fog. You see a odd amber glow in the center of town.
I got the car engine running, and we're heading to the underground, right?
You're heading to go underground, yeah. It would probably be to the Memorial Hall, yeah.
Yeah.
As you pack up the last of the bags, come back to grab everybody and head out the door, the telephone next to George's bed rings.
As just kind of like trying to get things done, but the phone normally would just ignore it, but something's bugging her about it. Hello?
As she answers, the voice of Rupert comes on the line. Excuse my haste, my dear. It seems we have been compromised. They've found me, and it'll only be a matter of moments before our confrontation. I've taken precautions, considering our shared interests, and... still going.
Scratches her chest a little bit.
I'll give them what they want in hopes we'll avoid them looking into things too closely, but Godspeed, my dear.
You too.
The voice, the line clicks off.
She'll drop the phone, drop the receiver back on the base.
Mm-hmm.
Grab the stuff and bolt out the door, making sure everybody's going ahead of her.
Okay. With that, give me 2 seconds. There we go. As you step out of the rooms, you hear nothing but the ringing of the lobby phone going off indefinitely. As you kind of round the last of the hall and enter the lobby, you see Sarah passed out at the reception desk, the phone just going off unanswered beside her. As you quickly step past her and outside, you instantly notice a large copper glow approaching from the center of town through the fog. As you kind of run over to the car, the din of a mob grows louder by the second. Getting inside and frantically closing the doors, you see 3 figures sprint out of the fog ahead of the crowd and rush you, one with a bat, one with a lit Molotov, and another with what looks like a brick in their hand as they run towards the car.
Thinking the gangs of New York.
Jeez.
George is gonna hop in the front seat. Whether she rides bitch or not is up to whoever else.
How's everybody? How are we loading the
car?
car real quick? And then what's your plan of action here?
Livy will jump in the back next to the kid. She just behind Georgia.
Okay.
How close are these agents?
They're not agents.
Sorry, they're not agents. Sorry.
Yeah.
Just the people running at us in the.
They're about as they come out of the fog. They're about 30 feet away. So they'll probably make contact with the car before it hits full speed.
I want to be the last one in on the opposite side of the runners.
Okay.
But instead of shutting the door, I'm just gonna hop alongside and just like pull up the shotgun and just like give him
Brandish.
maybe even shout at him like, put it down.
Front or
Okay.
back?
Back.
Okay. So, and then Rory, are you driving?
I think so.
Okay. As you'll file in, Gabby gets pushed into the back center between next to Livy. Billy rolls around the other side of the car, opens the driver's side, and as they roll in, he levels the shotgun. Go ahead and roll me a... Is there threatening in this? I don't...
And keep in mind, I'm still
Intimidate.
all bloody, and I'm gonna give him the real, like, crazy hillbilly eye of a...
I'll give you the 3 bonus die to work with.
Okay, what do I roll against?
Intimidate?
Too bad you don't still have the big beard.
I know, right?
Oh, jeez.
Oof. Yeah, that ain't gonna help. As you
Nope.
kind of
Alright.
brandish the shot, you forget that the shotgun is sawn off now, and as you go to brandish it, you kind of slip, and it just kind of takes out your menace
yeah.
a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
And you do the wild, crazy eyes, and you're just like, it just makes you look scared. As they, you do have the die there, but that's okay. We've already kind of resolved this. As he kind of runs up, they run up on you. The man with the brick throws it, hucks it at your head. I'm just going to roll a basic die here. Do.
How'd you...
16, that's a hit.
Damn.
And as it flies through the air, it kind of, as you go to level your shotgun, it hits you right in the kind of mouth.
Ah, my kind of mouth.
In your kind of mouth, yes.
Right in the mouth?
In the mouth, yeah.
Oh.
Billy, get in the damn car!
As you kind of fall back into the car, the door was already open, you're already kind of in it. You close the door as the gravel kind of peels out underneath you, and the other 2 collide into the side of the car, slamming their bats and tossing the Molotov. Let's see if Molotov does anything.
Did I take damage from that hit from the brick?
Yeah, you feel some blood coming down from your lip, and you feel it split as it begins to swell up. 2 damage. Rory gets a 20? Okay. We can do that.
Wait, what?
Oh, somebody paid for a 20.
Oh,
I
thanks.
said paid for a 20.
Thanks, Queerty.
Right there. Here we go. And with that, the tires peel out, and I have a lot of effects trying to go right now. Alright, here we go. And you peel out of the parking lot, the Molotov goes clear over the car and smashes on the gravel as you roll out and hit the bricks of the street. As you do, though, the murmur, the silhouettes of the mob become more visible, and the murmur of kind of morphs into a roar as the crowd rolls in around the car and surge towards. Go ahead and roll me a sanity check as literally dozens of people begin running at the car, and I need a drive auto from Fickle.
Sure.
And it's the green one, right? Sorry. It's
Yes.
1 minute.
I had to hesitate on that too. You're good.
Okay, got 2 so far.
Sanity.
Oh no.
No!
Don't we want to fail in this instance?
No.
Okay.
Not the driver.
And ooh, the drive auto too.
Yeah, here, I'll use the one I just got on the drive auto to see if I can do better.
Okay. We'll do that. Okay, cool.
Woo.
Still that fumble on the sanity though.
Wait, I thought we wanted to fail sanity.
No, we don't want to fail sanity. We want to fail the
You want to fail
with
it
the
after this.
Okay.
the temp sanity, because like basically you become temporary insane. That's when you want to fail, when you understand the implications of what happened in that.
Gotcha.
Internalize it, basically. So yes, with that, I still need Billy's
Oh, sorry. What did you need from me?
sanity roll.
Oh, another one. Oh, Lord.
Okay. All right. With that, Billy will roll a d4. I'll roll that for you. You got a 1. Cool. Everybody who succeeded gets no sanity loss. Billy, you'll get 1 sanity loss. Rory will get 4. As he's just never seen this. It's just a very powerful thing to watch a massive group of people surround the car. His foot hits the pedal though, as he just literally clips through a bunch of them, not like barely swerving as he does. And as the dull thuds of bats and clubs and bricks ricochet off the car, you just barely miss somebody as they try to leap onto the roof, and they smash into the window with their head instead. Oh no, shit.
Going into mob driver mode, getaway car
Oh
mode.
my god.
As
Or just, yeah, go ahead.
yeah, sorry.
No,
As kind of you head off and they ricochet off the car, more pour out of the alleys ahead as they rush to try to surround the vehicle.
What the fuck?
How many people are in this town?
Apparently all of them are after you, from the looks of it.
Yeah, they all got the drop pretty fucking quickly. The news spreads fucking fast in this town.
Coincidence? I think not.
a small town, loose lips. What do you expect?
This ain't no small town activity. This is something weird is going on here.
Yeah, a cult. That's what we have.
No, not everybody in this town is. We knew that. This is everybody.
As you swerve, the figures sprinting out in front of you kind of get clipped, and as you careen out of the surging crowd, you tear down the avenue, your tires rumbling against the bricks.
Are there any faces that we recognize among the mob?
Yeah.
It's kind of, it's just a mess. It's too chaotic to notice any figures looming out of the crowd or anything. As you kind of peel out down the avenue, a number of men you can see in the rear view still sprinting to try to keep up. One levels what looks like a gun at the car, and you hear the ricochets of bullets as it the revolver sounds off multiple times as you head out, and they disappear back into the fog. As you lose sight of them, the only thing that really you find yourself kind of peeling down the road heading towards the cemeteries and the railroad tracks.
We're gonna have to leave the car, honestly. I think it's our best option.
But I thought the sigil was on the car. I thought that was going to protect us. Is it?
From being seen. You have to remember that this is
that's a riot.
This is
I'm not sure there's no runes of riot protection. Dear God.
Right. So, alright, here's what we're gonna have to do. Looks like we've at least seemed to have lost them for now. We're gonna have to go through the cemetery. We're gonna have to use the tunnel entrance there and hope to God we can make it to the memorial hall from there.
Yeah, then it's probably best we stash the car somewhere where they, won't be able to trace it to the area that we're at.
I think that if I remember correctly, there's a there's a sort of section of woods between the cemetery and the memorial hall. We could stash the car there.
Yeah, you do remember correctly.
Sounds good to me. You think it's best? Let's go there.
Take what we can carry, and we're gonna have to move quickly. We should be able to get through that.
Yeah.
At least we stumbled upon the entrance.
Yeah.
That'll make the second trip easier.
Once we're like at that woods, I'll just try to find like a place where we can enter into the woods, like, and get the car like maybe 50 or 40 feet into the woods, sort of covered in as much brush as possible, and then we all get out and head to the cemetery entrance from there.
All right, and yeah, you do just that. As you approach, you pull off the road into a bit of a clearing, and you worm your way in through the trees and the brush, and nestle yourself in a spot that's pretty well covered.
Yeah.
You kind of take a look at it from the outside, and at least at night, with what you can see, you can't. You can barely see it now. Of course, that could all change in the day, but
yeah, like they would find. This is the kind of thing they'll definitely find it by the morning. But all I'm trying to do is buy us a little time.
Yeah.
right. As you kind of back out and follow your tracks, you end up using a little bit of a brush to kind of smooth over and mess up the tire tracks so that they can't follow. They won't have an obvious clue.
Yeah. We should probably make sure that we arm up a little bit before we abandon the car.
Definitely. I mean, that trunk is popped. That's where all of the weapons are, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Ooh. Might not be a bad idea to
Grenades and the like. Yeah.
restock a little bit.
They might have some more for us at the memorial hall, but yeah, we take whatever we can from this trunk.
We don't want to go empty-handed, especially with that crowd. No, we take what we can carry and we go.
And as you kind of pop the trunk, you reveal all the firearms that you set up yourself with. The prototype Tommy gun, the various pistols, an extra, I think you had a bolt-action rifle of some sort, Billy, and get ammo for all your weapons.
Yeah.
And of course, I feel like there needs to be an arbitrary bat and machete somewhere in there if you feel like it.
Right.
I'm gonna be nursing my lip and be like, man, I can't believe the stink eye didn't work. It always works.
Livy's trying to go Rambo with like the bullets and the Tommy gun. She's just trying to, on her little frame, she's like, let's go!
Might have been too dark, Billy. If they'd seen your face, I'm sure they would have run scared.
Thanks, buddy. That got me good, though. Look at this. My lip is huge.
Yeah, he's like, are you missing like another set of the few teeth that you have left?
Yeah, they got
It didn't quite knock it out, but it's definitely not where it used to be.
a little loose.
Don't go back in, Jim. Georgia will kind of do like a panicked look around really quick and she's like, Gabby? What?
You're right.
Gabby? Why?
She just camped out in the middle seat, like
Okay.
Oh, okay.
a little.
Right.
She's a little unnerved.
We're all got guns and bats and shit. Are you okay? We're nice.
We're gonna keep you safe.
Billy's just covered in blood. Yeah. It's just a lot at once.
For us too, Gabby. For us too.
Absolutely. Is there a first aid kit in the trunk?
Yes.
Like, I'm wondering, I think I would pass some gauze to Billy. Just want to put that in there for now.
Yeah, for now. Wasn't Rory a little injured?
Oh yeah, I got shot twice.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Did we already see to that?
Can I?
Livy saw to that a little bit.
Yeah.
Rory's just like, yeah, no, it's just, it blends in with the black.
I have a split lip,
it's fine.
and you have holes in your body.
What?
Not my first time.
You
getting
got
shot.
cracked and he Swiss cheese. What's your
Well, so is there a way to, like, for me to do like a medicine?
Do you want to
roll or
do that right
something
now?
like that to help?
Now is not.
Let's do
Oh,
it.
no, I just.
Yes, there
like,
is.
Like, can we grab the med kit now and then later on?
Yeah, let's
Absolutely.
bring that along.
And
for
like,
sure.
yeah, it would just be a medicine or, well, there's technically two,
There's a
for Call of Cthulhu, there's two
first
things.
aid.
There's first aid, which is kind
Yes.
of exactly what it sounds like, and then medicine's more like actually pulling the bullet out or suturing it up and that kind of thing.
Got it.
Just a flesh wound. The arm was, but the butt, not so much.
Yeah.
That bit me.
That bit me.
I'm gonna grab a bat in one hand. I'm gonna sling the Tommy gun strap over my back, and then I'm gonna put a handgun in my like so it's sticking out of my shoe.
Okay. All right. There's like a little like spy-worthy, you know, Walther PPK or something in there, you know.
Yeah. Like stuck it into like my sock is what I mean, you know.
It would be a stub nose actually at this point, but yeah,
for sure.
You know what I mean.
Oof, oof.
Oh yeah.
Great visual.
Georgia just starts filling her bag that has the grimoire and shit in there. Just starts loading it with ammo and fucking grenades and handguns and shit. Whatever will fit.
So like 2 hand grenades, and you just kind of look at them and you're like, yep, in there.
Yep, and right in here.
Well, looks like George is going hard. Now, what exactly are we expecting, at least, as we go into this here? Are we going cautious? What are we expecting?
We don't have the option of being very cautious at this point. It's we need to go in hard, and we need to get the fuck out as quickly as possible. Stealth is not entirely an option here. Tact is at least.
Well, right now we're just running to the memorial hall, right?
Yeah,
that's
you're
what
just
we're doing.
right.
Yes, we need to get to the memorial.
But if
at least
I think
there we can rendezvous with Jack. He's working on the tunnels. We can figure out from there.
Okay.
But if they're coming for us, they know who we are. We need to hit hard.
Okay.
That's fair.
So Livy, just so we're clear, Livy's got 2 Tommy guns, right? In her left thigh holster, she's got a knife. In her right thigh holster, she's got a handgun. on her back strap, she's got a flashlight. She's ready to go.
Billy sheds a tear. It's like, I'm so proud.
George puts her bag, the umbrella, and is ready to go.
Look at this. Look at all you. This is beautiful.
Come so far in such a short amount of time. The tears create just a small streak of not blood. Yeah. And as you kind of pack up, close up the car, and head kind of cut through the woods into the and hop the stone wall into the cemetery. You arrive, and the headstones and crypts are veiled in deep shadows. As you kind of take a peek over at the gravekeeper's shack, it is completely dark and seemingly vacant. As you kind of gather and quickly kind of dart over to the crypt with the tunnel entrance, you see a cruiser roll by down the dirt road on the main road. From the police station up to past up towards where the inn where you guys were. As you kind of hunker down and let him pass, the cemetery falls silent again, and you make your way to the crypt. As you file inside the crypt, the metal hatch awaits you inside. And as you open it with a bonk, it reveals the iron rung ladder descending down into darkness. And I know it's a little early, and it just almost seems like we got started, but I think now's a good time to take a break.
Oh, thank you. Sorry. No, okay, yes, but I'm back.
Okay. No worries.
Sorry about that. My internet's been doing those little blips tonight.
Oh, that's no fun. Yeah.
Dare it on Call of Cthulhu night.
Right? How dare it be?
Doesn't it know better?
Right? It always tries to do some eldritch nonsense on these days. But yeah. Anyway, we're going to take a quick break, 10 minutes or so, and then we'll come back and finish up our chapter. So
don't go anywhere.
Yeah.
Don't leave us.
Hello?
Be right back.
Hello. Hello. And welcome back to Occult Origins. We are just getting over our break right now. We just had a little bit of a development in the storyline. A mob coming after the investigators, and we started with a bit of a introduction to some agents we've never met before from working for Weatherwood organization. And hello, Will. How are you doing? Always lovely to see you. As we kind of get back in, we are kind of joining our investigators as they begin to descend one of the secret ladders into the tunnels below the cemetery. So we do. I'll take the lounge music out because, you know, it's nice, but it doesn't quite fit. As the metal rungs clunk with your hands and feet as you head down, kind of one by one. The smell of salt and stagnant water kind of stings your nostrils. After about 20 feet down, your feet reach the bottom with a splash. You find yourself in a pitch black tunnel of sorts. From the fact that only the bottoms, your socks are just getting a little wet, there's only about maybe 3 or 4 inches of water, so it's not too bad. And as you kind of feel against the wall, you kind of feel something rubbery and metallic. As you kind of run your hands up, you hear something metallic kind of clunk against the wall, and after fumbling around with it for a moment, you realize it's a lantern hanging from a hook. You strike a match, lighting it, and as the gas kind of catches and you begin to illuminate the area, you see a pair of 2 river waders hanging on the wall that you had collided into. There's something odd, though. You hear something breathing that's not...
Oh, no. No thanks.
Oh.
All set.
As you... Who has the lantern?
I'll have a lantern.
Okay. As you kind of crank up the nozzle to expand the light out, the light extends to the edges of the chamber, revealing the source of the breathing. A woman in a nightgown is suspended in thin air about 6 feet above the ground. Her head is slumped to the side as her chest rises and falls slowly. Go ahead and just give me a quick sanity check, just everybody.
Yeah, just real quick.
Yeah, no
Real
biggie.
quick. No biggie.
Yeah,
Don't
yeah,
worry about
no,
it.
just fine. No,
Son of a
Döring.
bitch, man. 99.
I got a 100 a second ago, so
You do 99.
I feel you, bro.
Oh, fuck.
Haven't I? I've used all my hands of fate, haven't I?
No, you have
3.
them, but they don't work for
I
sanity.
thought I. Oh.
Queer even called you out for having 3.
Yeah.
I thought I used them all for some reason.
They're on your frame. The
Yeah.
number you have, it's all
Okay.
there, and I keep track live, so.
Gotcha.
That's fine.
So yeah, Georgia Livy, do.
Rory.
Oh, all of us. Sorry.
Yeah, just need Rory.
I had it. I had my character sheet pulled out, and now it's not because.
Yeah,
my
because of
internet is
it.
Great.
Nonsense. Yes.
Sanity.
How much
is that
sanity am
the
I taking
second?
here?
No, that's the second. Okay.
Oh boy.
With
Having a
this,
hard day.
You're still not as bad off as Billy. Let's be real.
yeah,
Oh.
it's a D4. So I'll roll that for Rory. So that would be 2 sanity loss for Rory.
One.
And you
one,
fumbled,
one.
so you take 4.
I am down to 34.
46, baby.
69.
And as you're conspiracy mind begins to latch on to all these things happening and begins to go into overdrive, go ahead and just roll me an intelligence check.
80.
Yeah, I'm just like, what the fuck?
Everyone?
No, Squingle. Squingle's the only one who hit 5, I think.
Okay.
Sanity loss.
But I did succeed on my intelligence.
Okay.
Wait, I don't want to succeed? What was that?
On this one, you don't. So
Oh, God
as your
damn it.
conspiracy brain goes into
I know.
overdrive, you start making connections to
Fuck.
everything. This is connected to Michael fucking Thomas. It's connected to the Brotherhood. It goes all the way up to probably.
This goes all the way up to the fucking Illuminati, man.
Yeah.
This goes top to bottom. I told y'all. There was something fishy here from the start. I'm like muttering underneath my breath, like, this is Michael Thomas, my Reverend
Oh, thank
motherfucking
you,
Michael
man.
Oh,
Thomas.
thanks.
Wait, we don't recognize this woman, though, right?
No. Well,
Muttering.
actually, 2 of you do. The 2 that went to the bearskin necked that first day and saw the artists, there was a mother there that was painting and had been there for a little bit and was feeling very sleepy. Yes. So Livy and Georgia recognize, or at least are familiar with the person who is in front of you.
I don't think we spoke.
Thanks,
Did
Ange.
we speak, sir?
No, I don't think so.
No, you walked by, but that is the only encounter you've had with her, with this person.
And granted, like in time, like in game time, this was not that long ago. So.
This was like 2 or 3 days ago. Yeah.
Yeah.
This was right before your botched date. your bad date.
Ah, got it.
And then there's that. The mark that is temporary. Sorry, I'm.
How hard am I tripping over here then?
How hard are we tripping?
Yeah.
We're gonna do Bout of Madness real time. What does this say?
Oh no.
You gain a new phobia.
Oh no, I don't like phobias.
Well,
Is that a rolling thing?
We can roll for it, but I think we can do something as well. To be fair, you already are afraid of being underground.
That's true. Oh
And-
no.
This is
Then we are
another
underground?
thing underground.
I'm losing my shit, man.
Yeah, you fucked up.
Oh.
You're fucked up, dude.
And what ends up happening, actually, we'll role play out. But I have a way to make this interesting. Anyway,
Okay.
That's what I'm afraid of.
I have a way of making this interesting.
Good thing
For
you didn't
me.
give me the grenades.
Yeah.
right?
Oh my god.
Can we psychology roll on each other? Like, can I psychology roll on Billy to calm him down at all? Or
You're
That
gonna
would be-
ask me about my relationship with my mother?
Yeah, that's actually the skill psychoanalysis to
Psychoanalysis.
help a person who's like in Billy's state. And like
I don't
everybody
think any
says
of
it's
us
just a
have
1.
No, I definitely don't.
Yeah.
So unless you
Could I
specialize,
charm-
it's kind of
Billy's
Could I
gone full
charm
crazy
him
eye
out
again.
of-
you can try, but I don't think it will yield the results you desire.
Got it.
Oh,
Come here, Billy. Come in.
There it is.
for a hug.
There's the look,
Come
Squingle. Yeah.
I love it.
and
Hey, Billy, do you need a hug?
Bring it in, Billy. Come on. We're safe here. We're safe.
so as he realizes, the tunnel, he kind of begins to freak out a little bit. He collapses to his knees. He looks into the reflection of the water, which is the first time he's seen his reflection. And he sees an absolute stranger covered in blood. And just
No beard.
begins, what
Oh
the
my
fuck?
God.
And stands up and just runs down the tunnel.
Into the darkness?
Into the
Or-
darkness.
Oh.
No.
Hey. Which way?
I'm going, the Illuminati stole my face!
As he like leaves the lantern behind and you pick it up, you realize there's only one. You're in like a chamber. It's kind of circular in nature, and there's only one tunnel out. The only other way out is the ladder you just came down. And you hear him just splash, 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 just like a frog.
Oh, no.
I also had the lantern.
He dropped it.
You dropped it.
Oh, thank God.
Imagine seeing like this light fade.
Fuck.
Shit. All right.
I said interesting. I didn't want to like screw you.
Well, yeah.
So
Just me.
Yes.
How far? So he's gone the way that the tunnel goes, and it only goes this one way. So
Right.
he's just
Yeah.
run.
We're
run
gonna
down
say
in
for
front of
this specific moment while we're thinking about it, he's still on his way. He's just disappeared into darkness. You can still hear him. But yes, there's just the one tunnel, and yeah.
we said no
From what you
stealth
can tell.
anyway, so.
At least we know it'll be a little while. We might be able to catch up with them.
Guess we better start running.
Gabby, you ready?
Wait, what happened to the floating woman?
The floating
yeah.
woman's right there, just
She's
Oh,
still just
we're-
floating in front of us.
suspended. as you're looking like at her, you
how did I
thought that there was a
forget for a
hanging
second
woman,
about-
but like there's nothing
Billy just
holding her
lost
up.
his fucking shit.
She's just suspended in thin air.
Is she like ethereal? Is she really there?
She's there. You're tall enough to just like her foot's right next to your face.
Oh, I'm gonna fucking regret this, and I'm just gonna like try to grab her foot.
Grab her foot. It's kind of cold,
like-
a little bit clammy, and there's a little bit of odd moisture that you feel like is just the process of her being down here.
I'm gonna shake her a little bit. Is she like hanging by a rope?
As you kind of pull her down, it's almost like a balloon.
Oh. Oh.
And as you kind of let go, she kind of lifts back up to where she was.
What? Like she's full of helium?
I don't think there's anything we can do.
Like something's
for her.
holding her there. But it's not
Okay.
anything physical.
Can
Sure.
we check her for marks or anything?
I don't think she's our concern right now. We need to get moving. As George is just carefully stepping around them.
Her face looks flush as you kind of just examine her. But other than that, there's nothing really telling about like the looks she had.
Fuck. Yeah, I think we gotta keep moving. I mean, I don't know what to say about this. It's really fucking weird, but... What are we gonna do? We gotta go.
Yeah, we gotta catch up to Billy. Let's go.
As you kind of give one last look at the woman and head into the tunnels, you make your way kind of at a quick pace, passing by wooden support beams and trudging through the brackish water. As after a few minutes, you find come upon the first intersection, as it were, that splits off left, right, and one that goes straight.
Can we tell which way Billy went?
Do you have tracking?
I do.
Yeah.
I have the
So, Billy, it's so
starting
helpful.
of tracking. I have the basic 10%. Can I try to listen?
You can try to listen. Yes, absolutely.
Can we do a spot hidden for Billy?
Oh, I'm good at those.
I'm gonna say
Alright, listen, here we go.
no this time.
No, definitely did not. Could not hear him.
Eyes in chat. Eyes in chat.
Can we all try?
My other question is, could I tell which way the memorial hall is down this path?
Do you
Yeah,
have
it's that way.
which way did you point? just any direction. If you look at the map, you can kind of use common sense.
Okay.
But if you want a roll, navigation.
Sure.
You said if we look at the map. Just said.
Probably not.
Oof.
Definitely not. A lovely dream. A lovely dream.
And then there's always the fate die.
Yeah, I mean, I have a 10 in navigation, so I'm not like, I'll definitely get that.
Well, it's an automatic success unless you've already rolled.
Oh, right.
And it's just a re-roll.
I'll try, I mean...
But you could also switch it over to tracking, or somebody else can use theirs.
Safe to say, based on the map, head this way, make it to the memorial.
That's what I'm hoping for, is that we can just sort of say, you know, hopefully this is the right way to go.
Well, I mean, we just came from back this way, so I think it's safe to say it's there, but I don't know if we can risk looking for Billy.
I think that Jack and the I can't remember the gravekeeper's name, but the gravekeeper and co. What?
I can't either.
Yeah. Whatever his name was. I think they're going to know these tunnels a lot better than we do, so if we can get to them, maybe they can help. They can help us get to Billy.
Does anybody want to try a listen check?
Yes.
Sure, I'll try listen.
Yeah. There we go.
Oh, Livy, I love it.
Get it, Livy.
I also want to try, though. You know what? At least I tried.
Okay, cool. So with that, you hear, it's faint, but Livy, you hear ahead of you, just the slight echo, the hint of an echo over the ambient kind of water and whatnot of someone. It's either laughing or crying.
I hate that.
Someone unwell.
Can I tell if it's Billy or not, or it's so far off in the distance that it's like it's just very
You can
faint?
tell it's Billy with the hard, yeah. With the hard
okay.
success.
Okay.
Whispering about the Illuminati and all that stuff. Yeah.
Oh,
My fault.
My fault. I have no face. It's no face. It's no face of mine. No
I
face of
am
mine. My fault. Not my fault. Oh God.
Oh my God, Billy, I hate that. That's really good. I don't like it.
I don't either.
I don't either.
you all, Billy is
Perfect.
definitely this way. Like how far in advance are we just like walking? Like, do we have time as we're walking to him, or are we just like we're just there?
You have time because it sounds distant. The others couldn't even hear it.
Louis, does he sound, does he sound like he's okay?
He does not sound okay at all.
Well, we better hurry then. I remember when I was in a state like this. Well, I don't remember much of it, but took a lot of drugs to get me out of that stupor.
But there's hope, right? There's hope we can.
Yeah, there's always hope. There's always hope.
First he gets a block thrown at him, and now he's losing his mind underground.
I know.
This is not a good day for Billy.
No, it's not a good day for Billy. It's not a good day for any of us, to be honest, but... we move forward.
As, yeah, those bastards. As, you make your way down, the tunnel towards the, cries, as it were.
As it were.
Yes.
Yeah, I'll be holding the lantern since I guess I'm the one hearing Billy, kind of leading where he is.
Okay. And as you kind of continue down, you notice that the floor kind of descends a little bit, just at a very, very low incline. But as you do, of course, the water gets a little bit more deep as you progress. Eventually, the sound of splashing and a bit of a angry, almost rageful screaming is happening ahead as you kind of make your way around the bend.
Billy? Billy, it's us, Billy. Billy, you
You're like-
remember us?
I think you hear like splash, 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 splash.
And as you roll around the corner and the light of the lantern kind of creeps around penetrating the darkness, a now just disheveled, drenched in just brackish water with a little bit of a brown tinge to it, just punching the water over and over, and taking a moment, dive tackling it and trying to strangle something within it as you watch.
Jesus fucking Christ, Billy.
It's not my face. It's not my face. It's not my face. It's not my fault. It's your fault. It is your fault. And of like just smashing at the water.
I'm gonna try to... fuck. Do I try to pick him up? What do I do?
I think the last thing you want to do is restrain him. I think we may have to let him tire himself out just a little bit.
We don't have time for that. We may have to just knock him out. It's not ideal.
Try to give him a good smack.
Oh, try the soft smack first, and then move on to the next.
All right.
She just kind of looks at the two of you and just, okay.
I'm gonna try to give Billy a big smack across the face.
Okay.
Just open hand.
Yeah.
Okay.
Like, hey, snap the fuck out of it, Billy. Snap the fuck out of it.
As you kind of
and I, like grab him by the scruff and smack him across the face.
as you do, he gets pulled away from the water and is still flailing a little bit as the punch comes in, and I
Not, I don't want to punch him. Just like,
well, like it's still like you. It's almost like getting punched.
Oh yeah.
As the blow
I'm
comes in,
getting
I
hit.
should say.
I'm not trying to knock that tooth out any farther than it already is.
Right.
Gone.
Getting the good side that hasn't been fucked up yet. You know,
Not
you're
his
courteous.
side.
As you do, you smack him, and he takes a second. Can you go ahead and roll me a Constitution roll?
Yeah.
Springle? Yeah, perfect. As you do, you whack him, and he just like, you catch him just off guard and straight across the jaw, and he just is dazed. And he kind of splashes down into, like, completely goes limp in the with your hand on his collar, kind of splashing down in the water a little bit.
Well, Melly, it didn't work the way you wanted it to, but I think it's gonna work, and I'll sling him over my shoulder.
Good enough for us.
As
Like fireman scary.
Billy's already taken a couple blows to the head. It's just like, if you've ever been punched a couple times, like in the head region, you know what that second hit just reignites all the pain again, and you're just kind of just a little bit of an not completely KO'd, but just in that stupor.
My fault. Hey.
Is Gabby still with us? Is she good?
She's just, you know, trailing behind. Another day at the fair.
Gabby, you got anything to say about that hanging lady?
Hey. There's a lot.
Gabby,
Yeah.
do you know her? Do you know her?
Not personally, I never met her. I've seen her. She's from out of town.
We should get out of the tunnels.
Fair enough.
Lady and gentlemen.
Yeah, we're gonna head to the memorial hall. Yeah. Let's do it.
And as you kind of lift Billy, you yourself are starting to feel those wounds that you have a little bit heavier as you trudge back to the intersection. As you kind of head back, and behind you, there's a little bit of a distant stir, as probably from the position you were at when you picked Billy up, there's some splashing, some movement.
Okay.
Go.
What the fuck is that?
Go. Just go. We need to get out of here as quick as possible. I don't like it. Let's get the fuck out.
So Livy
is
will
there
grab
anything-
Gabby's hand. Sorry.
No, please go ahead.
I was just gonna say Livy will grab Gabby's hand and make sure she's keeping up.
Okay. And she holds on to your hand. She kind of like, you notice she noticeably picks up her speed.
Is there anything that I could roll to know what that splashing sound sounds like? I guess I just don't know what I would roll for.
Sorry, there's like that moment in the Mario Brothers where they talk about, you don't know what pipe secco sounds like, and like this, that just reminded me of this. But not really. Not just by splash. You know that something
I guess what I mean is, like, does it sound
big.
like footsteps splashing through the water? Does it sound like something like dropped into the water? You know what I mean?
It's more like footsteps.
Okay, gotcha.
Something trudging through the water.
I see. Yeah, we're gonna go.
Okay, sounds good. As you kind of hang a left and head to where you assume is the right direction, you end up walking for several minutes through the tunnels. The water shallows back out, and you're only dealing with maybe 6 inches of water as you progress. And as the lantern kind of continues to illuminate, blocks of mine shaft, the trusses kind of symmetrically continuing forward. Go ahead and roll me a spot hidden. Everybody.
Everybody?
Yeah, everybody.
Okay.
Oh, there you go, Livy.
Me too.
What the
You can if you want.
Today's a good
You can try.
out of one eyeball.
Oh, we all saw it. Look at them eagle eyes.
Livy's, of course, the first to notice that the kind of built up on the side of the tunnel is a little bit of displaced dirt. Not really a lot, but enough to kind of create a bit of a mound that kind of rises out of the water. And as you look up, you actually see kind of embedded in the wall, and if you didn't turn your head, you wouldn't have noticed it, a wooden panel. It looks like an old soda box.
What wooden panel that looks like an old soda box?
Mm-hmm.
Must be our place. And George will kind of carefully tamper with it.
Just
To
Googling
get through.
old soda box?
they're wooden, like milk, basically milk crates. As you kind of wiggle a little bit, and the more dirt kind of crumbles away, you pull the kind of panel away, and a barrel extends out the tunnel. And immediately it's like, oh fuck. Jack takes a double take, puts the gun down immediately. He's like, what the fuck are you doing down here?
Escaping a mob any other Tuesday. What about you? How are things going here?
Oh, apparently things went tits up on the surface, and I've just been making sure nobody fucking comes through this tunnel. That we don't want.
We'd like to come through if you don't mind.
Oh, yeah, no, absolutely, yeah. Excuse me.
Also,
he
good
kind
to
of
see
looks.
you alive again. Feel like I didn't have a chance to say that before. You know, just sort of pat him on the shoulder for a second.
Fuck, it's Rory. Yeah. Shit, you look like shit, man.
Yeah, well,
Good to see you, though.
You look less like shit than I expected you to. So.
Well, you know, better than being a corpse, right?
Can I just attack him with like a big bear hug? Because like, this is my friend here. Like, he's still alive.
You can, but it's like one of those awkward, like, there's not really enough room for that activity here, but you just do it anyway, because fuck it.
Somebody's getting an elbow to the eyebrow.
Yeah, like
it's happening.
Like Rory was like, hey man, how's it going? You just get elbowed out of the way, you know, like you're doing the half hug because it's like halfway in the tunnel, so you're doing this like weird like reach in.
All of it, yes.
you got like his arm like this way, you know, just because that's where he was.
Here, squeeze to the...
Yep, yep. It's good to see you too. All right, now maybe we should get further down the tunnel before something comes.
Let's do that.
All right.
Something's definitely on its way.
As the awkward moment of everybody just kind of crawling on their hands and knees down up the sapper tunnel, Jack kind of pops out to make sure he can button up the panel behind you guys, and you end up in the root cellar of the memorial hall.
So am I did the smack kind of level me out a little bit? What's going on? Am I still like a little fucked up?
It's kind of that hangover of an emotional roller coaster.
Like following along, cool.
Yeah, and then kind of as we come in, you'll start to recover and be more be able to talk and be social. You'll have control of your character again.
Cool. Just making sure.
Yep. Thanks for clarifying. So yes, as you kind of roll out of the tunnels and into the memorial hall, there's a bit of a moment to unpack and kind of react to what just happened. As you all kind of clamber out of the hatch, Scott Hall is already kind of waiting at the top, helping you all out of the hatch and into the little back room. And very quickly it becomes obvious that this back room is not suited for more than like really 2 people, and the 4 people earlier was way pushing it.
Really hates this, man.
So he ends up pushing the door open to the parlor, and I'll walk, kind of stepping out, leaving the door ajar to kind of let people kind of file in behind him. Mr. Collins, the gravekeeper, kind of remains at the back door.
Collins.
Ready to just kind of sit in by, occasionally sliding the peek hole open to take a peek out and see what's happening and close it again.
Well, as you all probably know, shit's fucked up out there right now.
Yeah, we heard you made quite the stir.
Yeah, we did. This is Gabby, by the way.
Oh yeah, nice to meet you, Gabby.
Oh yeah.
She has supernatural powers.
Okay.
Yep. I'm just laying out the facts right now.
That's fair.
She can see when she wants to, what she wants to. And I mean, like, from what I can tell, fucking anything. Gabby, I mean, is it anything or what is it? What do you see?
I don't really have full control over it, but I usually just kind of... Do you know, like, Odin in the Ravens?
So that's you with crows?
Kinda.
Okay. Well, sure.
Speaking of...
That's incredible and creepy at this, yeah. So, she can do that. And then, as it turns out, Sardonicus is in fact someone who we've been chasing for quite some time. Is there a guy named Michael Thomas? If you remember him, Jack?
Jack, like, spits.
Livy will look over to Billy very worrisomely, just seeing if there's anything that, like, is going to make him, like, trigger or twitch.
I mean, he's like, at this point, like, this is like worst case fear for Billy. Like, we're underground, right? Still?
No, we've surfaced again.
Oh, okay.
We're in the memorial hall.
Okay. The
Do you
memorial
guys have a
hall.
glass of water? I think Billy could probably use a fucking
Can
glass
we get him
of
a
water.
drink?
Yeah.
Yeah, I need something stronger if you got it.
Yeah, just the thing. Scott kind of mutters that from the doorway as he walks over to the behind the bar. As everybody Jack ends up heading into the parlor as well, and just kind of motioning for everybody to kind of follow.
Yeah.
And as you step into the parlor itself, you see Colonel Hall pulling his knife out and stepping down to one of the floorboards behind the bar and prying it up. And as he does, you see kind of in the hay there's a few bottles of what look like brandy and wine. And he kind of picks them up, dusts them off a bit, and begins setting each of them on the bar.
Been holding out on us.
Well,
That's for
He
sure.
is.
I'll
Don't
take
wanna-
a swig.
fair. Feel free. He starts setting up glasses and pouring various the brandy first, and then he uncorks the wine and begins to pour that and say
So,
vintage
Jack,
red.
what do we do now?
Well, honestly, I've been kind of a little bit out of the loop trying to figure out what's going on. I know they're planning something, bringing something into this world. That chamber I came through was huge. Had some statues and shit, and it seems like there's a piece missing or something. I don't know.
You think it was the piece we found at the bottom of the Chapel of Contemplation?
Well,
In the Corbett house, yes. Same one that Morgan took off with and hid.
Right.
yeah, honestly, I think, yeah, all that's what they've been looking
Lines
for.
up. Yeah.
But it seems, I've been here for a few weeks now, and they haven't pulled the trigger on whatever they're trying to do, so maybe they were missing something? Not sure.
We were definitely missing something. It's why we're one short on this mission.
Huh?
There
Yeah,
was a
where
dagger
is...
down in the basement. If you remember.
I mean, do they have the statue? Did they get the statue?
They
Oh, I think so. I'm not sure, though. Didn't see it for
Somebody
myself.
had
So the only thing that they don't have that we got was Corbett's dagger.
Apparently.
Didn't Daewoo take An eye? Are we aware of that? Are we aware of
the dagger?
The eye is the dagger.
Okay.
Because he noticed it was missing when they got the statue.
Got it. Okay.
And then you found it in the, that it was actually the pommel that created the eye.
But that dagger is that dagger is safe. You know, there's no way that they could get it from, what's his face? Your guy from...
I mean, he did call just before we left the hotel, actually.
What did he say?
That they were upon him within an hour. The look? What are we supposed to do from here?
And if they were going to be upon him, was he going to be able to defend himself? What's he going to do?
He has his ways. This is what we're talking about.
So,
I
the
can't
dagger
guarantee.
safe or not?
What's with him, presumably, is... Look. This is going to go one of two ways with this dagger. Either they're going to kill Rupert and take it, or he's going to kill them before they can. And it'll be fine, and we'll hear back. There's literally nothing we can do about that right now.
Well, it pushes up a timeline, certainly.
It absolutely does. Jack, how well do you know the tunnels? Just the one time you ran through?
Yeah, honestly, wouldn't go back in there if I didn't have to.
I'm not going back in there. I'm not going back. I can't.
Scott.
What was that down there? What was that woman down there? What? Why are we talking about that? What was that woman down there?
It's okay, Billy, shh. It's all right, Here.
Scott hands you kind of slides you over a pretty heavily poured glass of brandy.
Cigarette.
Back.
Knock it back.
Take a breath.
We're just not going to talk about that, though?
I don't know what to say about it, Billy, honestly. It was fucked up. I don't know what...
Jack,
I don't know how she was there.
You know about this? There's a woman down there. We saw her floating, flying.
He kind of gives you just a cold, wide-eyed, knowing look of... It's... You feel almost like you're looking in a mirror.
Oh, he knows.
And he just kind of nods, just barely. And then kind of flits back over to the group.
She's dead though, right?
From
There's nothing we can do for her?
From what I can tell, they're all still alive.
What do you mean all?
There's more than one? There's more than just her around here floating like that?
I saw at least two of them on the way out.
Fuck.
These are something's wrong with these people. These aren't.
They must be tied up in the
seem like normal people somehow affected by this. Am I wrong?
You're not wrong.
Did you recognize any of the other two?
I just got here, honestly. No.
Where else did you see the other body?
Well, there was one. It seemed like they were in these. Every time I found an intersection or a chamber, they were at them. But maybe not the intersections. Maybe just they were in like these circular chambers. As I ran through various tunnels, I hit like maybe two of them on the way back. And stairs suspended in the ceiling.
How do we stop this thing? I mean, what do we do?
My thoughts are a little thorough, as the colonel would say. I want to bury it all. We apparently these tunnels are hooked up to the quarries, so grab some TNT. Scott's got some sapling knowledge from the war, so I don't know how to set up the demolitions. and we just blow it all and bury it.
But what is that gonna fix? A new town like this is just gonna pop up somewhere else. It's just gonna keep spreading, whatever this is. More.
Yeah. We stop what's happening here. We take whatever it is that they're using to
We
do
might
whatever
not.
ritual it is.
Well, hopefully we bury whatever they can do with this. I mean, these tunnels are fairly new, but those chambers, they're ancient.
And I think at the end of the day, we definitely need, like, number one priority is destroying that, whatever that central chamber is, wherever you came out of.
Yeah.
It's gotta go.
It was easily. I don't know. I felt like I was down there forever, but it's a bit of a long haul. And there's. He kind of rolls up his sleeve and shows you a bit of a long claw mark that's just scarred down his left arm. That's actually, it's one of those things where you didn't notice until just now that his hand is split now between the pinky and the ring finger, and it's from this wound.
Huh.
It's still like mostly there's still a lot of, he still has it bandaged up and stuff, but you can tell. And as he kind of pulls it back, he's like, there's some fucked up monsters down there too.
Oh, fucking great.
Yeah.
Like what?
I don't know. I think I heard one of the Scott call them Tritons or something. I don't know.
Okay.
Well, as long as we stay well lit, we should be. We could potentially hold them at bay. They have an aversion to light. We found that out from the good captain when we took our tour to the lighthouses.
Well, that's always something to keep in mind. Maybe, but yeah, making sure we're well armed when we go down there, and if we can set charges throughout the area, maybe we can. I don't know. I don't really have anything else unless you do.
As far as weapons go, you only have
Plans, I was going to say, but we have a couple rifles stashed around, and he's got all his old equipment from the war, which is strange that they let him keep that. You'd figure that'd be a.
I mean, Georgia, does this sound right to you, blowing it all up?
Oh, absolutely. I mean, truth be told, honestly, I am hoping we can maybe get a hold of that statue. But yeah, no, we bury the place. It's full. Tear it down.
Yeah, I guess I'm just
Take
saying.
what we
if
need
we're-
and we bury it.
Are we
Everything.
going to be able to recover anything if we just bury it all? I guess, do we need to recover anything? I guess I don't know.
Ideally, yes. So, whatever ritual they're doing, these statues, the eye goes to the one, the dagger. They're planning something. The statue is very important. The statue needs to be secured. Needs to be removed from the picture. Potentially stop whatever it is that they're doing, at least temporarily, until they figure it out. But we can't let it to get into somebody else's hands. It can't just be free to be used to summon what have you.
How do we guarantee that we get it?
Do it and die trying.
I think that means then we gotta.
By any
Before we
means.
blow anything, we have to find it first.
Yeah, we got to go back to that central chamber.
Right.
I mean, maybe
You're gonna
have
convince me
Jack
down
and-
into those tunnels as if we're gonna leave some charges along the way, because I can promise you, I don't want to ever do that again. Now, we have some things we have to do to make sure that this thing doesn't spread from here on out, and that's secure the statue, and that's also we gotta kill Reverend Michael Thomas.
Unfortunately, there may need to be other casualties as well. Hopefully it won't come to that. But Michael
No.
Thomas is on the docket for sure.
But
It's not gonna be-
truthfully,
Go ahead.
how close are we even going to get to Michael Sardonicus if they know that we're coming? They know.
They don't know where we are right now. Which, you and I have some work to do if we want to keep it that way.
Me.
What are you saying?
Well, if Mr. Hall would be willing to allow us to hunker down for a little while, you and I have some runes to put up to make sure they don't see us.
Well,
Okay.
It's the least we can do. If we can maintain within those walls that we put this up, should at least keep us out of their sight and hopefully give Mr. Hall a little bit of what's the word I'm looking for? Shit. Plausible deniability. There we go.
How long is that going to take?
As long as it takes to split up.
Which is
GM talk, it's like
Days.
no, it's a few hours.
okay.
It's like painting.
My other
but
issue is that
not really.
I don't know how we're going to move that statue if we find it. It's not just like a little votive. It's, you know, it's a fucking big old piece of jade.
Well, I am very well aware. I'm also aware that there are people that live in this town with vehicles and the like, and if we're burying it and pretty much taking out all of our problems along the way, we can get it out.
What do you mean?
Ideally. We may have to just make another visit back out here.
I mean, if we bury it, we're not going to be able to get to it, are we?
There's means. Nothing's buried ever stays buried.
Why not we got charges? Why don't we just blow it to hell? Put charges on the statue itself.
Sometimes things of this nature don't just blow up easily. They don't just go away.
Maybe we tie the, you know, if it's in that major chamber, maybe we just tie the biggest stick of dynamite we have to the statue in the center of it and hope it all comes down around it. Might not blow it up, but it'll certainly render it fucked up.
These are all good ideas, but at the end of the day, until you see what happens and see what's down there and what.
Yeah, I guess you're right. We don't know what we're gonna find. We just start laying charges as we go, and
I think that's at the worst, that can be our contingency if we fail.
Yeah, we got some sort of contingency. That's exactly it.
The question is, how armed do we need to go down there, and are our arms going to be sufficient? It sounds like we need to pack a lot of light more than bullets.
I think those things, firearms, will probably be fine against, but I don't know what that chamber offers. And whatever they're bringing in, I don't know if our little pea shooters will even make a dent.
Yeah.
Working with a lot of unknowns here, unfortunately.
I mean, if they succeed in whatever they're doing, I don't hold a lot of hope that there's a chance for us. It's why we gotta stop it.
Stop it sooner rather than later. That's for sure.
Yeah, so let's get those runes up, I guess.
Mr. Hall, you wouldn't happen to know of anyone who is into, other than the obvious cult members here, is there anybody possibly on our side that has an understanding
Of?
occult practices, magic?
Well, sides are a little weird right now. I know that there's a lot of people I used to think were on our side and then aren't. And a lot of people that I didn't who are, so. That being said, as far as occult people, really it's just the members themselves, whether there's faction in that we can trust. I doubt, honestly. But I apologize for not knowing more. I do know there was an old hermit on the edge of town named Samuel. Kept to himself, but bit of a wood carver and a hunter, but other than that, I don't know much.
We don't know him, do we?
You never met him?
Maybe worth reaching out to if we can find a way to manage it.
What makes you think he's a friend?
He ain't nobody's friend.
Sounds like my uncle.
Hmm.
Maybe we can get through to him somehow.
Wait, like he's your uncle?
No, he's... No, Rory, I apologize. No, my uncle was a bit of a hermit in that same sense.
Oh, okay.
Wasn't super into people, but it wasn't impossible to make some kind of connection. And with everything happening in this town, it is worth a shot.
Okay.
As odd as it may sound, if it's possible to get through this town without checkpoints, really maybe our best chance for that.
Well, that would
Talking
be
him into it.
getting to the North Village, which is near the quarries, but, you know, that won't rule anything out. That being said, I think it's getting a little late. I believe that we're a little tired to come up with any kind of plan right now. I think we'll talk it over more in the morning, sleep on what we got, and finalize the plan and put it into action tomorrow.
I don't see myself doing much sleeping, but...
Well, I think that's why he busted out the brandy.
Yeah. Could use some help.
He's gonna pour another.
I'm gonna like pull down my pant, like one of my pants. Like, I could use some fucking help with this though, and just see the butt cheek, bare butt cheek
Oh,
with
yeah.
a bullet stuck in it.
That's America's ass.
Let's get you sterile and we'll take a good look at that.
Georgia downs the rest of the glass of wine and gets up and starts to head to the basement to start doing the rooms.
Someone please cover Gabby's eyes.
Gabby's
Sorry,
just
Gabby.
like drawing, and she's like, "What did you say? Oh." As Rory leans over the bar, and Livy does the okay 1 on 3, 1, 2, and then pours the alcohol. We'll go ahead and do a medical roll. We'll do first aid and then medicine, just because it'll give you technically a mechanically better for you. It's
Are you sure?
Are you sure?
Are you sure?
Dang it, I did
An
it.
extreme medicine roll.
Okay, and that's why she went 1, 2, and then poured the alcohol on there rather than patting it off and like properly cleaning it. She just kind of like, yep, it's good. And then she goes into the medicine roll, which is actually like, okay, it looks like basically the bullet is kind of shallow. And you're able to get it out, and there's probably a joke about buns of steel in there somewhere.
Or it's thick.
And
Thick booty.
Oh my goodness.
Does not
Despite-
feel like
despite the humor and all that stuff, you just kind of, it's a very easy extraction for you. You don't have to tear or pull anything too badly or injure anything more. With the extreme, he'll get 3 HP back. So
Sweet.
I believe that puts you into, well, out of the wounded condition.
Yeah, wow.
And then
I'm gonna take like the brandy that she's like just been pouring over me. I take it back, and as she's sort of working on that, I'm like drinking the more of the brandy. And as Livy's finishing, she just goes, "Livy, I just want you to know that I really you appreciate you're a good kid."
Thanks.
And that fucking hurts like hell. But you know, sometimes on the other side of the pain, you're a good kid.
Livy's just letting him like go on because whatever distracts him and keeps him from moving is all she cares about.
I feel like this is as you're like bandaging him up and like putting on the dressings and just like, yep, your bare ass is still exposed. Yep.
The whole bottle of brandy's gone.
Oh yeah.
Goodness.
And as everybody kind of unwinds for the evening, unpacks, finds a corner of the parlor that's just a more comfortable part of the floorboards than the other parts. They kind of tuck in for the night as best they can. As we kind of fade away from this scene, we will... I'll add this little detail. Billy plays some harmonica in the back.
Yeah, Billy's got a hard fucking night, man.
And as we kind of fade away from this scene, with Billy just kind of going ham, we'll kind of come back to our agents, as it were.
Oh boy.
And let me get the soundboard all going. With this, where is it? There it is. As the we'll get this going too. Why not? As you kind of all leap onto the roof of the train and hunker down, you quickly roll back and climb down the ladders in between the train cars. As you stack up on the door, Jones and Baker on one side, and the other two agents on the other side. The leader reaches for the door and looks to his team before...
Giving hand signals?
Yeah.
You go.
And as the slider doors slid open quickly, the group rolls inside quickly. As they enter, they quickly find that the room is seemingly vacant, save for a well-polished gramophone on the table and an ornate dagger sitting beside it.
No.
The record on the gramophone spins, but the needle remains perched. The dagger, as you kind of glance at it, has a triangular blade with a red gemstone pommel. It sits on the table, rocking slightly as the train chugs forward.
I'll pull like the handkerchief out of my, my jacket, my black jacket pocket.
Mm-hmm.
Just wrap the dagger in it, grab and I'll be the one to grab it.
Okay. As you kind of step forward, grab the rag.
Actually, is there any no, I'm not gonna make any checks. I don't have any stats as this guy. I'm just fucking doing it.
Right.
Yeah.
As you Smith and Baker check the corners as you walk in. Jones walks over and grabs the wraps up the dagger and stows it away. Looking ahead.
This was too easy.
Looking ahead, you see a second car ahead that seems to have a light on.
Sorry, a what on?
A light.
A light on.
While they're securing the knife, I'll kind of move my way over, see if I could listen to anything on the other side of the door. Oh, it's the train.
Yeah.
So probably not, but...
We have guns, right?
Anyway.
Yes.
Yeah, I'm gonna take out a gun as I go over up to the, readying up at the door.
Sounds good. As you, one thing you notice as you kind of grab the knife.
Yeah, thanks, Boom.
Nice.
Let me just do that.
I'm gonna whisper as we continue forward. Also, like, shoot anything that moves.
And,
so I go to Jonesy and I go, "Do you think it's the conductor in there? Do you think they're attractive?"
Oh goodness, would you shut up? I'm on top of it.
And I'm sorry. There's one little detail as you grab the knife that you notice the two blades. It's a triangular blade, so there's two sides of the blade that are actually still coated in like a little bit of blood. As you kind of pocket it and stack up on the next door to proceed to the next car, you all stack up next to each other and go to make the same maneuver you did as you entered here. As you try the door, it doesn't budge, and you hear the needle drop on the record.
Do you all hear that?
I'll nod my head at the record. Be like, who did that?
It wasn't me.
As you whirl around, you see a dark figure on the ceiling just as the lights go off and the air pulses around you. I need you all to roll. As you as you do this, I need you all to roll me just a D100. As the room bursts into action, Billy Graves shoots up at the figure.
Agent Ricky Tomlin.
Yeah, yes, Agent Tomlin shoots up at the figure. The Rory Shack also ends up feeling this pulse around him, but still holding his ground, maintaining his shots. Meanwhile, unfortunately, Agent Smith. I named everybody and I forgot their names.
It's written in Discord. Go to Discord.
Yes, Agent Smith is flailed back into the wall.
Oh.
And it feels ribs pop in their back. As for Baker, you immediately gets knocked back as well, but your head hits the a lamp and completely stuns you. You drop your pistol and you are a little bit dazed for the next turn. As the train car erupts in gunfire, the muzzle flashes strobe, illuminating the car in quick flashes. Glass shatters and the wood splinters as agents unload their arms at the ceiling. As the shooting stops briefly and the pistols are reloaded, you see the spot where the old man was is completely vacant, with minus a few blood splatters, and something is whipping outside the train car. It is the old man flailing through the air. As you take notice of this, you feel the air course around you strangely. Go ahead and give me another set of rolls.
See, now didn't I tell you this shit was gonna be fucking crazy?
As Agent Baker kind of is recovering, they feel this pulse, but they end up maintaining their feet as well, same as Agent Jones. As for sorry, not Agent Jones, Agent Smith. Agent Jones, however, you feel your feet lose their purchase on the floor, and you feel a force just throw you back into your companion. The funny one.
Tomlin?
Tomlin, yes. And as this occurs, Tomlin is smashed and kind of sandwiched in between the wall and you feel both your ribs kind of crack. And as you kind of fumble around, as you're hurled into each other, you end up trying to scramble to your feet as the old man crawls back through the broken open window as the train chugs along and reaches out his fist and, well, hand clenching his fist powerfully in front of you. Go ahead and give me one more D100.
Oh, shit. Oh.
Is that everybody?
My dice says rolling the dice, but it doesn't. There it is.
There it goes. Oh, shit.
Oh.
As, Georgia feels an intense pressure around her head. Both Billy and Livy. Not Billy. Sorry, I keep on mixing up the names. The agents. The agents of played by Garbot and Melly feel a intense pressure around their head, and as this occurs, a small burst of pops happens as their eyes burst in their skulls. As for Jones, he feels his neck turn and contort. You hear the cracking of a skull as there's a deafening pop as his head explodes from the pressure.
Ooh.
As who's left? Yes. As Agent Tomlin finds his friends, hears the sickening cracks and the whatnot around you. You writhe as you raise your gun one last time and squeeze off all the rounds you have left up into the man. You feel a spray of warm liquid before the dull thump of the body hits the floor. And as the lights come back on, Merryweather lays in a pool of expanding blood, riddled with bloody bullet wounds. He writhes on the floor in pain as glass shards and wooden splinters begin to levitate in the cabin and point their way at the last agent. One more roll.
Say again?
Just one more roll.
Really?
And with that,
Oh, Tomlin.
you rise the gun as the projectiles just aim their way at you, and you fire the last shots that you have into his skull as a death rattles out of his lips. The car falls silent. And you look at your friends who are maimed and, well, your leader who is dead. You retrieve the dagger. Stash it away. And pull out the lighter fluid they provide. And begin spraying the corpses before lighting a match. Striking it. And tossing it onto the pyre before exiting the car and taking a tuck and roll off the platform. And that is... Yes, go ahead.
Oh wait, I want my outing joke. So as I'm dousing them all in lighter fluid, and I'm like, bleeding and fucked up, and I'm like, what's that saying, that law that states what can go wrong will go wrong? Murphy's Law, yeah. But have you heard of coleslaw? I light the match. It's shredded cabbage. And then I jump off.
Jesus Christ.
And with that will end today's session. and the 11th chapter of Occult Origins.
Oh my god.
We'll see you soon.